Hello and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, The Secret of the Silver Earring. Last time we opened the safe and found some
Holmes,
documents.
Murray has just found a key in the garden.
Ah, okay. But how did you communicate that to me? Where are you, Watson? So I guess I have to go outside. Hello. Did he say that through the window, maybe? Yay, run!
Holmes, Murray has just found a key in the garden.
So I've heard.
It should be done quickly.
Okay. What should be done quickly? Which garden also? Your garden.
Did you learn anything?
Good. I will go see what I can
okay.
find.
Is
Wait
that-
for me here.
As you wish.
Was that Murray? That was Murray, right? Hello? Can I talk to you? No? Okay, do you mean behind the house then? And why did nobody take this key? Why do I have to take it? Come on, people. No? Huh? Or did you give... Oh, you gave me the key. Okay. Good. Thanks. I guess I should check the other door then. Did people really have these striped wallpapers back then? Oh.
Watson, over here.
My God, this man is dead, Holmes.
Oh, there's
Brilliant
somebody.
deduction. I thought perhaps he was tired and decided to rest under a pile of potatoes, which in turn fractured his skull. Watson, you see everything, but fail to observe. I do not have time for trifles.
Oh, really, Holmes? You go too far.
Watson, tell Constable Fletcher to contact Lestrade with all haste. Now, I'd like to look around the house.
All right, Holmes.
Okay, and we're alone again. There's a note.
I recognize this handwriting.
Oh, you do?
This handwriting is identical to the writing on Monsieur de la Mazardiere's visiting card.
Mm-hmm. The Frenchman.
I need something. I need something.
No? Your shoes. Shoe size.
Size 6.
Okay, we've seen a size 6 before. Okay, anything else of interest? Don't see anything else. Let's try to go up again.
The station master assured me he clearly saw Mr. Fowlett board the last train to London. But as Constable Fletcher can attest, the body in the cellar is without question that of Horace Fowlett.
Do you have the station master's statements there in your notes, Watson?
Of course. And be sure that...
It is neither the right place nor the right time to talk about this. We must hurry. I fear if we do not act promptly and with all haste, this second dead body will not be the last. Let us return to Baker Street. It seems to me that we have gathered all of the key elements, Watson. However, before we retire, let's summarize our findings. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Oh god, okay. Let's do it Question 1. Did Horace Fowler receive a caller the evening he was supposed to leave? And we need a conversation. I think yes, right? Because he said... Mm-hmm. Do you know where he went? I think a fellow came to talk to him about something. Okay. Were all of the guests in the ballroom at the time of the shooting? Well, almost, right? The French guy was not there. No. Or should I take the guest list? Which was... is there the guy on it? So Grimble, Fowlet. Was Fowlet... Wait. Okay, let's just put it in. Did Sir Bromsby and his daughter have a good relationship? No, he never came to visit her. We barely saw even wrote to each other. Was Horace Fowlet aware of the problems between Herman Grimble and Sir Bromsby? Wait. Bromsby to Fowlet. Difficulties between Grimble and my nephew. And Sir Bromsby. Let's say yes. I don't know. Was there anything missing from Horace Fowlet's house? A pillow is missing. Okay, yeah. Did somebody enter through the window? I have no bars and it's kept closed with a screwdriver. So this is definitely one of them, but I mean, there was the footprint outside. Footprints was on the barrel outside the window. Let's say yes. Okay, that's all the questions. It's gonna be wrong. It's gonna be wrong.
We must have made an error once.
Oh, yes.
Let's check our answers. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or
So
testimony
I think this is
received
right.
during the investigation.
But this was Horace Fowlet aware of the problems between Herman Grimble and Sir Bromsby. Maybe I also need to look at this conversation again. Straight. A native Wisconsin. What occurred next? Did I talk to him before? This one, right? What you saw? Of the business, his will, and when it is read, we wanna. Must have been here. Always in problem. Foes, always foes. But I need a document anyway. Was Horace felt aware of the problems between Grimble and Sir Bromsby? Don't forget the villager and the serpent. So that was this Aesop story. Scotland Yard report. Mycroft. Maybe here. And Harrington. Bromsby, Grimble, and third person. So that was the picture in Bromsby's office. So this might be Fowlet. From Fowlet to Bromsby. Okay, maybe it's about this poetry also. Antique dealer. To reveal Herman's machinations, whatever, reveal the complete truth. Being betrayed in such a way. Yeah, okay, then maybe this one. This one. Maybe this is right?
We must have made an error. The questions should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received.
I mean, this
during
could
the
also be one of
investigation.
the other conversations, because they all point to them not having a good relationship, but let's leave it at that. Were all the guests in the ballroom at the time of the shooting? Maybe we need to look into that again. Crime. Place in ballroom. Towards the daughter of the victim. I mean, we could also have taken that. Development of the crime. Angle. Governess. 2 people absent. Maybe that.
We must have made an error.
No.
The question should be answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
So this one I'm pretty sure about. This one I'm not sure about. I was sent to India. Okay, wait. I will look it up. I'm just, yeah, looking it up. So, quiz. The justification is, oh, not with Murray? Wait. Conversation with Graham. Is his name Graham? Probably, right? I think so. Okay. Lestrade's report on the development of the crime. Yeah, that's good. Your third... Okay, this should be a conversation with Grimble. We can also do that.
We must have made an error. The question should be
Okay.
answered yes or no and justified by the evidence or testimony received during the investigation.
Okay, this should be right. Fowler's bedroom, no pillow, that's right. And here, window had no bars, yeah. And footprints with tray, okay, that's correct. Okay, wait. 15th October, yeah, this should be the right conversation. The 3rd with Grimble. The 3rd conversation. Because we had one here. Okay, was there another one? No. Strained relations, yeah. Were all the guests in the ballroom? Yes. It's yes?
It is simplicity
Oh,
itself,
okay.
Watson. We have answered all the questions.
Good. We've
We shall
answered
examine
them.
the evidence acquired yesterday. A wood trinket, substance from Fowler's washstand, and the gloves I found at Sherringford Hall.
Oh, I think... Was I muted? Oops. Sorry if I was muted. Well, anyway, I looked up the answers for the quiz, because it was difficult to get it all right. Okay, so then I guess...
We shall examine the evidence acquired yesterday. A wood trinket, substance from Fowler's washstand, and the gloves I found at Sherringford Hall. Let me study this more closely.
Okay, yes. Put them somewhere.
A very fine white cotton.
Uh-huh, okay. Cool.
I recognize the style of this trinket.
Okay. But there was another, like, ash, right?
Let's
do you-
examine it under the microscope.
Ah,
Greasy
okay.
substance. Very interesting.
Very interesting. That's it?
I could not wait for you much longer. We have but a brief moment to discuss your notes before joining the inspector at Sherringford Hall. Poor Lestrade must have spent a terrible night.
My word, Holmes, even you have admitted that this case is uniquely perplexing and difficult.
You are, of course, correct. I still have not arrived at a reasonable and definite explanation of these events. You see, Watson, our success lies entirely in our ability to sift through the vast amounts of facts and evidence we have at our disposal and discern which items are of true significance. We cannot allow ourselves to be blinded by the superficial logic of forced hypotheses. We also must not overlook the trifles, as by their very existence they can destroy the most solid of theories. Watson, consider this. All persons intimately involved with the preparations for the reception knew the precise position Sir Bromsby would occupy on that stage. We must remark that they had this knowledge for at least a week beforehand. Numerous experts have made much of the fact that the deadly shot was of unnatural precision. We have also learned that Horace Fowlett was a renowned expert on all types of mechanical devices and automatons. Then Fowlett is found dead a mere 2 days ago. These facts give rise to a serious line of inquiry.
I find your deductions quite probable, Holmes.
But how can we explain the guest list with notes? Any probable theory about these events must correspond in all ways, including the smallest of details. Watson, I have a general idea of what you discovered during your return to the Flatham railway station. Please correct me if I get any detail wrong. You learned from the station master that several minutes before the arrival of the last train to London, 2 men entered the station one after another. First, there appeared a tall man clothed as a worker. His hat was lowered to hide his eyes, his right hand bandaged. He took a place in the right corner near the platform. A few moments later, Horace Fowlett came in and sat down on a bench. He spoke briefly with the station master and by all appearances seemed to be freezing. I can add that you have probably learned that the station master began to work in Flatham only 4 years ago. The rest you can tell yourself.
Really, Holmes, you were right concerning the information I received from the station master. When I entered the railway station...
Ah, it's a flashback. Okay. Hello, station master.
Hello. If you could, I need some information regarding the last scheduled train to the north, specifically the one that ran 2 days ago.
You're one of those fellows from London working with Fletcher, aren't you? Wait a second, let's see, 2 days ago, or rather 2 nights. That was the night when Mr. Fowler was here.
Did you see him?
As clearly as I see you now. But he didn't seem well, he was all muffled up, and every time he opened his mouth it was to cough. The people from the village say that he's an odd one who's always amusing himself with gewgaws and puppets.
Do you see him often?
No, I don't know him that well, because he didn't travel very often. I didn't think it was a good opportunity to make his acquaintance, but he wasn't able to say more than a few words without suffering a sudden coughing fit. It seemed he was travelling to the north. However, I cannot say with any certainty that he arrived there.
Was there anyone else on the platform?
Yes, there was a fellow. I could see his face beneath his cap, and for a second I thought he had a revolver in his pocket, but then I noticed that it was merely his hand. It was all done up with a large bandage, due to some wound, I suppose.
Where was he, exactly?
He stood in that corner over there, and Mr. Fowlett arrived a bit later. I heard the sound of his coughing for about 5 minutes after that. When the train arrived, they boarded the same carriage.
And where might I find this train carriage?
Why, right here. They always use the same carriages when they put together the night trains.
Aha, and here it is. This is most advantageous.
If it would be a help, I can hold the train for 1 or 2 minutes at the station, so you might have a look inside.
Thank you very much. Well, I must investigate these matters.
Until later, sir.
How convenient that the train is here. But first, let's look at the bench. We have time.
It could be evidence.
What is it? A white feather. Okay. I think that's everything. So, can we board the train? Yay, we can. Oh, there's also like a hat.
Someone has forgotten their cap, and I believe that hairs on it are red.
Okay. It's definitely evidence. Anything else over there? Or is that just a door? No. Okay, he's checking everything. I don't see anything there, but maybe in the last part? Ah.
Another white feather? Is someone travelling with chickens?
Maybe.
A Chirapaki cigarette. Same as Holmes found at Sherringford Hall.
A red hair. This is splendid, Watson.
I did not dare to disturb your thoughts on our way back to London last night. I had quite forgotten about this hat.
What can we do for you today, Mr. Holmes?
Come near, Wiggins. Mind you look sharp. There'll be an extra guinea for the lad that finds him.
Goodbye.
We must leave now, Watson. Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Okay, but first, can I just say, Wiggins' voice is clearly been spoken by a man. Goodbye! That was so inauthentic. Okay, let's go.
Cabby!
Hello, we're back, but I would say we're gonna talk to you in the next episode.